It's the Greek Podcast, and obviously you can see it's the holidays, and we're at New York Prime. This is the place to be. I've told you for a long time, great gift for the holidays. A gift card for New York Prime, sponsored by Brayman Motor Cars, West Palm Beach and Jupiter. Your next great experience, make it be with Brayman. This is my boy Ryan,
hello,
and we're ready for some food for the #1 waiter at New York Prime. This guy, oh my God, he's in more cities than NSYNC. Every time I turn around, I come to him, he's going to a different place. Where you going now, sir?
Ibiza.
Look at his tag. This kid's out. He bartends he's a waiter 3 nights a week and he makes his nut. 3 nights a week.
Thanks, bro.
You're the best.
Thank you.
Oh,
Ibiza. But he's being serious. That's the thing.
I thought he meant
There's
this.
no kid.
Oh, Visa. Where the hell is that?
A Visa. It's right next to MasterCard.
Oh, my God. Where is that? Sea Caucus? Again, the Miami Miracle. Was it a miracle?
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. Now, would you have wanted to been on that plane going home with Belichick?
No.
And you, like, somebody says something to him, like, accidentally? Like, you bump in and you hit him with your luggage? Oh, sorry, coach.
Right. I think he would just, like, open the door and throw you out.
Now, they're saying that saved Gase's job.
Oh, yeah.
Gase. And then last week, the Dolphins, the last play of the game, they won.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, they're playing Buffalo. Guy misses a pass. Then last week, you got the miracle. Everybody's leaving. And then Drake, I don't know if you saw this, he threw the ball in the stands.
Yes.
So he sold it. Some guy sold it. He was from Bahamas.
Oh, some guy sold that ball. I didn't hear that story.
In the parking lot for $500. So now Drake wants it back. He went on Twitter, supposedly offered $20,000. So some guy's sitting back there. Now he's got the ball, and the Dolphins want it. It's like when somebody hits a home run because it's the miracle in Miami. It was crazy. He's got Gronk out there the last play of the game, which made no sense.
No sense.
But do you tell Belichick he makes a mistake? No.
No.
You don't say anything.
No,
you just say, Coach, good job.
They're still going to be the AFC champs.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And your Jets won.
The miracle.
So technically, we're still alive for over. It's crazy.
We got to go 2 for 2 coming out.
We only got to win 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
What do we got this week?
Who did Jets play? I haven't even looked at the schedule.
They got the Texans.
Oh, that's right.
They're home. We can beat them. Plus the 6.
We can.
We can beat them.
beat them outright. Absolutely.
We got a special guest join us today. It might be Marvin. Guy's a millionaire 55 times over.
He's a bajillionaire.
That's why we're friends with him, no doubt. I mean, his house, you should see, it's crazy. But he's another one of the Ryan Leeds connection. These guys just
Guy's got more
nowhere.
zeros than I got hair on my face.
Oh, my God, it's crazy. Just his house is impeccable. I thought I was at the Wynn Casino. It was so big. Pillars, everything, marble, granite. Forget the Vatican calls him and they need granite. I mean, that's how brutal it is. So will Miami ever? They were saying this was like, to me, it didn't compare to that, but Ray Allen really hit the shot with the Heat, a Game 6, and the Heat won the championship. But this was bizarre. And Drake made a great play because I think it was called for where he was going to lateral again, and he just took it, saw the lead, and ran down the sidelines. They went crazy.
What an angle he had on Gronk. I mean, absolutely knew in his head.
They all did a great thing. Stills caught it. Parker had it. Parker went to him. He went down the sidelines. He cut in, and you could see it was instinct. He just like, hey, man, I'm in the backyard.
It was a sick play. I mean, it was
unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
People went
nuts.
nuts.
Half the stands were gone. People were gone already.
Vegas said it helped them for $6 million.
Oh, really?
Because a lot of people had the Patriots money line.
Right.
Not line, just money line.
Yeah.
Teasers. I mean, everything went kibosh.
Out the door.
Yeah, Belichick, I would not want to be with him.
And it was a good game. I mean, they played each other well. I would say that New England outplayed Miami during the game.
Yeah.
But it was score for score. A couple of weird, missed like things that you're not supposed to miss.
Well, Brady.
Field goals and extra points. Weird stuff.
Brady did something he never does. At the end of the first half, they got 3rd down and goal, and there's no timeouts. He got sacked.
Right.
That 3 points, I mean, there was so much. But like I've said many times in life, I'd rather be lucky than good. I'm lucky because I'm bold. Kidding. No. I mean, you watch a Dallas-Philadelphia game, they're playing, the ball goes over the guy's shoulder.
Right.
He gets it, Cooper scores. I mean, it was a crazy week.
It was a weird week.
It really was.
A weird week.
How is the stock market doing right now? Somebody asked me today.
Up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, it gave back the whole game. So it's funny. Someone was out yesterday talking about the market since Trump was elected. Not since he took office, but since he was elected, the market, I think, is up 31 or 32%.
That's a lot, right?
Since it's a lot.
It's huge.
That's a lot.
Now, what do you think about
the market? I mean,
what do you think about his boy, the
Which
fixer?
one? Oh, the fixer.
Oh my! He said, "I want to fix my life." You got 3 years to fix your life.
Did you hear? But the statement that he said, he goes, "Greatest thing I ever did was getting out from under the thumb of oppression." I mean, this guy is.
Do you think he's going to talk more?
I mean, no.
You don't think so?
I mean, what? To try to get his 3 years reduced to less than 3 years?
I don't know.
He's getting out in 18 months anyway.
How about Trump? He goes, he's not strong.
Whatever.
Yeah, they let us say squoze him. What we can do, man? The guy's going away for 3 years.
But I mean, think about that. Your legal career, you spend your entire life at the top of your game, and you accelerate and you excel and you're professional, and you get to the point where you're the president of the United States' personal attorney.
Yeah.
And then you go to jail.
Imagine that first phone call.
You have bad luck, you have no luck at all.
No, the first
Oh
phone call
my
he got,
God.
like when it was somebody was like, "Hey, Donald Trump's going to call you," and he gets it, he picks up.
Right.
He said he was intimidated, he was in awe.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Right.
Do you think that he's going to do only 18 months?
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
end up. I mean, because he'll do the good behavior stuff. He'll do all the things
Even
they
for
gotta
federal?
do. I mean, unless they made a deal where it was a full stretch, I still think that you get. I mean, like he'll do 18 months in and they do a halfway house. It's about money. I mean, there's a cost to have a guy inside.
Late night TV crushed him. They said, "You go to jail. First thing you had to do is give somebody $130,000." They destroyed him. Jimmy Kimmel, Colbert. They were just, oh my God.
And now.
Now, can he pardon him though?
I think that I think you can pardon him for federal, but not for state.
Okay.
And there was a bunch of, they were talking about this also on, that you can pardon someone, but if you pardon someone, you can only pardon them for certain crimes and not others. It's not like let him out.
Yeah.
And just write him you get out of jail free. There's some stuff to it, and then once you're pardoned,
Yeah.
it's not like you're not susceptible to another charge. It's not like you've gotten a free pass.
Free pass.
Yeah.
He's been off doing his 3 years. He comes out, he's doing a book.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's gonna
he'll
get
write
paid.
a big, but
yeah.
he's getting paid.
He's fine.
This guy's
He's
getting,
fine.
and he said he's out from under the thumb. He made it like working with Trump was the worst thing on earth.
Oh, he'll never talk to Trump again.
Well,
he's
no.
not going to be
And
a
that's why I don't
Mar-a-Lago
think he's
New
getting
Year's Eve.
pardoned.
Yeah.
Because the sentence isn't that long.
Yeah.
He's going to be in for most. Yeah, he's not getting pardoned.
But you think Trump's worried about re-election where this guy could come out with some stuff? Or you don't think it even affects him? Because it's Trump.
I don't think
people
he cares. I don't think he cares.
He doesn't care.
No.
He's like,
It's Trump. He's like,
I paid off a couple people. So what? That's what you do.
Who doesn't?
I'm in the construction.
I'm in the construction business.
Yeah, construction business. This is what
Right,
you do.
2 guys I tried to pay it off that didn't take the money. They're in the construction site.
That's
you
it.
know?
It's crazy.
I mean, like, if you think you could dig deep into Trump, I mean, I don't want to get too deep in this, but he's done some incredibly shady stuff.
I'm sure. I mean, again,
No.
you can only account for yourself every day. But
Right.
I'm
I mean,
sure
if you're in
there's
construction in New York for that many years,
you got to do something.
you've absolutely made some
Yeah,
deals
there's
with some
been one or
devils.
two envelopes you might have filled. Maybe, and bought a couple pretzels on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
It is the holidays. This
It
is the
is.
place to be. New York Prime. Stop in. You'll love it. I was here last night late for dinner. I had a party. Jules and Time. Mm-hmm. They had a party over there.
Peter,
Rocco
good guy.
Stagna. Yeah, Peter's great guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Jules and Time. I was over there, and I was looking at this watch I like. So I'm with the girlfriend who's now the wife.
That one?
No. I've had this one. This is a beautiful watch. But I was looking at this Rolex Pearl Master. I thought it was 5,900. I wasn't sure. So I go over there, the girl's there, and now the girlfriend who's now the wife is over at an angle, and she's looking at me, and it was 59,000. And I was like, 59? What do you think, I'm Marvin? I don't have Marvin money. Are you crazy? Marvin, come on in, our boy.
Come hang out. Grab a chair. What, are you going to stand with us?
This is literally like
You can't talk over there. You got to talk over here.
We'll get you a chair and we'll sit down.
Cigars for you.
All right.
This is Marvin.
This is the guy.
This is the guy talking on the radio.
Like we talk about Moses and Jesus, and neither of them have ever shown up. This is Marvin.
This is
I
Marvin.
literally just walked into the set of Wayne's World.
You
which,
did.
Which
He's going to sit you down. This is Alex. Say hi to Alex.
What's up, Alex? How are you?
Alex, be nice to him. He's rich.
What's up, guys?
Marvin, this is Marvin. I talk about him on Real Radio. This is our boy, Ryan's friend. He connected with me also. He's also trying, and he is trying, I believe him, trying to get a week with the Greek made. And this guy's got the juice. He's got his own movie first.
Well, I don't know what everybody out there
Speak
knows.
into my neck.
Yeah, that's where the microphone is.
Oh,
We're good? All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, move on.
But I don't know what everybody knows about A Week with the Greek.
Yeah, they know a little.
But I got to tell you, it's one of the funniest stories I've ever heard, and it's true.
And he's filled with funny stories.
Yeah.
And when I tell you filled with funny stories, you scratch your head and you go, really? Really? I popped into his office today, right? So I open the door and I walk in, and he and his assistant were like, they thought they were getting like held
Arrested.
up.
Yeah.
No, forget arrested. They thought they were getting held up because I walk in his office and they're like, who is
Nobody
that?
ever comes in here.
Right. I dropped my bag off. I'm like, I gotta run to the bathroom.
Exactly. I was in the
Look at
middle.
these cigars. Wow. Are these nice
So
ones?
Marvin, if you don't know, was the co-founder of Drew Estate Cigars, which I happen to be smoking another one of your cigars
Smoking
right
away
now.
last week.
Phenomenal cigars,
Perfect. I'm gonna light
represented like 119% of the cigar industry for at least 200 years. Big guy.
Big. I mean, huge. He
Monster.
started at a
Huge.
little gazebo in World Trade Center. Am I correct?
A kiosk.
It was a kiosk, a gazebo, gazebo. In Cuba.
Gazebo.
Right. He was born in Cuba, South Brooklyn.
He was selling cigars. He was selling cigars. That's
Born and
his
raised-
car. I mean, this is the guy who did it all. I'll take that.
Like, born and raised in Havana, New York.
This is what I love about the holidays,
steal
being
your
with good friends. Marvin, we consider you a good friend.
Absolutely.
We talked about your house, how beautiful it is.
That would have been bad.
I
Are
mean,
we a friend of ours?
yeah, you're a friend of ours.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Friend of
You're
ours.
Crab me. You're coming here. Guest star today
Have a
on the
shrimp.
Greek Podcast. New York Prime, of course, my waiter, who's in more cities than NSYNC. Every time I talk to him, he's going to 3 nights a week. He makes his nut. He tells me 3 nights a week.
He's like a top-notch dancer that floats around. He goes to Vegas. He's in New York. He's in
He's all
Jersey.
over the place.
Are you working at clubs? Is that what you're doing?
Oh my God!
Ibiza.
Oh my God! He
He goes
married
to
her.
Ibiza in December.
He said his girlfriend's got money, so that's how he does it. I saw him, like, I said, hey, where you going tomorrow? This weekend. Oh, I'm going to be in Rome. What waiter
Right.
says they're going to go to Rome?
Right.
And he's honest.
And the one time you said to him, "You going away?" He said his response: "Jets in service."
The Jetson
The
service.
Jets in service. The Jets not available today.
And you know what's great? The way he cares about his customers. He's been watching our podcast the whole time. And he also likes the action. That's what his good thing is. He bets. So anybody who bets, we love.
When he found out it was snowing in Kansas City, he spoke into his wrist
Yeah,
radio.
just cancel my over.
Cancel my over.
My over bet. It's the Greek Podcast. It's New York Prime. We are sponsored by Brayman Motor Cars, West Palm Beach and Jupiter. Your next experience should be with Brayman Motor Cars. Be your own Secret Santa. Buy yourself a car. We got a special guest today, Marvin. He's not cheap. He's like caviar. Ryan's here. I'm the Greek. You know all the characters. We'll be back in a few minutes, or maybe a couple more in a few minutes, because we never break on time.
I'm Jillian, and this is my BMW M235, and I got it here at Brayman BMW of Jupiter. Brayman is really close to home, and everyone is so friendly here.
Hi, Jillian.
Hi. My mom wanted me to get a safe car, and Brayman Service Department has me in and out fast. Plus, because of Club Brayman, I get to race around a real track. Sorry, Mom.
Fall into exceptional BMW savings. Get world-class Club Brayman benefits and best price. Go to whybrayman.com, West Palm Beach and Jupiter.
Greek Podcast back at New York Prime with my boy Ryan, special guest, friend of the family, a good guy, Marvin. This is the guy that can make a week with the Greek happen. He's got more juice than FP&L. Believe me when I tell you. Brayman Motor Cars, great experience, your next car. Jupiter West Palm, go there and be your own Secret Santa. So the other night I'm home hanging out, and I'm not saying in any shape or form I have a tough life, but it was a little chilly when I was lighting my cigar watching a football game, and I got a text from my boy Ryan. He goes, man, love my Christmas gift. And that's a nice thing that somebody recognizes, that you get a gift every year and you take care of them. Because I got a client I gave a gift to, and I'm going to ask both you guys because I think you're class acts. So I sent her a beautiful bottle of champagne. So it's about a week. So I didn't hear anything. So I called her. I just said, hey, did you get it? She goes, yeah, I got it last week. So I said, I thought
How about an acknowledgement?
yeah, she
Something.
goes, well, what do you want me to do?
Say thank you.
I said, at least thanks me. She was Greek, I got it. I appreciate it. I've been very busy. I said, well, next year I'll be busy and you won't get anything. What do you think of that? I'm just saying, you should acknowledge. People today.
I would have sent her a text after the phone call saying thank you so much for the savings and just left it at that.
Well, she's a client, so that's the hard thing.
Oh, thanks for
Good
your
thing nobody
then-
watches this thing, and she'll still be a client.
She's like, thank you so much for your business. It's good. He makes a good point. So sometimes Greg will be like, hey, last week's podcast was fantastic. Did you watch it? I'm like, no, I didn't.
Oh, he didn't watch it.
I don't have time.
I always watch it. iHeart watches it. People
I work
watch
314 hours a day, and I stop because I love you.
I
That's
know.
my point.
You do a great job. So, Marvin, what is it going to take, do you think, realistically, people ask me all the time, to get a week with the Greek made? Is it totally impossible, or is there a shot in the sky?
There's absolutely a shot in the sky. I showed your treatment to my producer of my movie that I'm in the process of making, Dahlia Heyman.
Okay.
She liked it.
Yeah.
She thought there's a
Potential.
there.
Yeah.
So, but it needs to be developed into a movie.
Now, our
And
first
right now, what you have is a story.
Yeah, just have a treatment.
Right.
Yeah.
So our first negotiation, I don't know if it went so well. We were talking about the cut and the split. What are we thinking about monetarily here, like percentage-wise?
Were we negotiating?
I was.
I'm always negotiating.
I'm always negotiating. I am the Greek. I'm just saying. Now, I also got to watch a baseball game at his house, which I thought was impeccable. We had like 6 guys come over. It was amazing. The game ended and nobody wanted to leave. Marvin was like, "You guys going or what?"
He wanted to move in.
I was like, "It's unbelievable."
Well, it's like watching a baseball game at the Waldorf Astoria. I mean,
Oh my
it's-
God.
look, I mean, you have an oak room in your house. It's pretty cool, though.
It's beautiful.
Is that what you call it? Or
I
no?
do.
Yeah,
I do.
He has all the columns, all the granite. I talked about it the next day. So it
His
was
main
unbelievable.
hallway is
Yeah.
like 3 bowling alleys in a row.
Oh my God!
I couldn't even hit one
I
pin.
thought
I'd
it was
be
a
in the
Yankee
gutter.
Stadium at second base. Like, and I was looking at
He has
it.
an echo chamber. Who has an echo chamber in your house?
You.
You know what? At one point, I had 5 of my employees in sleeping bags in my rent-stabilized apartment
There
on
you
the
go.
Upper West Side. So-
Wow! And look how you made it.
Well, we tried.
What do you think your key to your success was? Honestly,
Money.
No.
All the money, man.
You know what?
don't let him talk.
Being-
Shut off his mic.
All right, we're gonna get philosophical. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Being relentless
Yeah.
and also never taking yourself too seriously. Because when you create a product that's for consumers,
Yeah.
they don't want to hear about your problems. They want to meet you, have a good time.
Yeah.
And while I'm worried about paying the bills, I can't be out there on the road
Yeah.
bringing my troubles to them.
No, they
And
don't wanna hear that.
They just
Yeah.
want to have a great
They want
time.
snippets and fun.
Exactly.
So-
Now, is this a
go ahead.
box that you have? Excuse me. Is this
So
one of your boxes?
This is one of the products that I
Sold.
I
Yeah.
help create, and yes.
Now, did you get involved? Because I'm always interested on every detail. Like, was that your logo? Did you fix this box, or you don't do that
You know,
at your level? I'm saying.
so it's nice to portray the owners as like the guy in the field,
Hands-on.
you know, being hands-on. But the truth is that when you have a company, you know, there's
Creative teams.
Yeah, and we
I
have
mean, it's a
thousands
big company.
of employees,
And hundreds of thousands of employees.
And
But could you say no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah,
I
like if
try-
you-
I mean, ultimately, you and
ultimately.
JD made all the
we
decisions.
we
yeah.
made the final decisions. Like, no, this wouldn't go to market without me inspecting
Look at
every
it.
single part of it, making sure the cigar tasted right,
Yeah.
making sure the product felt right to the public.
Now, how in cigars, and I know it's about the cigar, and this might be a question that's totally irrelevant, but I think it is. How important do you think the packaging is?
Oh, critical. Think
Yeah.
about this. You could have the most incredible car.
Yeah.
But if it's packaged like a Pinto as opposed to a Ferrari,
Yeah.
you know, it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So packaging is key. You want the packaging to exude the taste, the feeling of classiness, the feeling of
It's got to represent your brand.
exactly.
Yeah. Now, monetarily, like when you did a cigar and you see some cigars, obviously Ryan, the cigar business for years, you are, and you see some cigars, because let's say the average guy, we're not talking guys who got big money, seven
Now,
figures.
where
average.
are you average?
I would say, well, I smoke a Monte Cristo. It's $10.
Okay.
I think I'm below average, probably. I would say.
No, it's a
Not
premium
really, it's a
cigar.
premium cigar.
Yeah,
cigar.
but I'm saying with guys, like I went out with a guy a couple of weeks ago, a good friend of mine. We stopped at your place. I forget the name of the brand he smoked, but it was like $35.
Probably a Davidoff or a Padron.
Yeah, something like that. Now, what makes cigars to that level? You know what I mean? Like, what is the difference between, like, you know, obviously a $10 cigar, $35. Well, what gets it to that level price point? You know,
So-
like a Mercedes, there's a 320 and then there's a 580, or you know, what does that do?
So part of what you're paying is for the master blender and the team that creates the cigars.
Mm-hmm.
You're paying for that person's taste.
Okay.
The person who creates the blend and the company that creates that blend,
Yeah.
if they have the reputation of creating high-end cigars
Okay.
that you enjoy, then that creates a
Demand?
well, it creates an aura of this is a cigar that I can count on. This
But
is
it's also the scarcity of the tobacco. I mean,
correct.
there's
and the
when-
amount of time it takes to
right.
cure
I mean,
it.
there are tobaccos that are that are widely and readily available and are easily processed. And then there are tobaccos that it's just a small crop that's available.
Yeah.
So there's scarcity. I mean, there is scarcity.
But that's a question a lot of people ask. Even
And then
when
the
they go to
processing
humidors,
of
like,
that.
what's
And
the
then
difference?
I mean, like the wrapper on that cigar that he's smoking
Yeah.
is a very rare wrapper. And then in addition to it being rare, am I right? That the processing of that tobacco is
Absolutely.
significantly more involved than, let's say, just a simple Connecticut shade, which is still a good tobacco, but it's more involved.
Like I spoke with Nick Wood, the director, what's his title?
He's a managing partner.
Managing
Yeah,
partner
GM.
of New York Prime. And when he gets, you know, when he starts speaking about how he ages his meats.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you can go to, can I say a name of a competitor or no?
Yeah, good.
If you go to an Outback Steakhouse,
Yeah, it's night and day.
okay,
Right.
you know, you're not going to get the same
Quality,
meat.
right.
No.
It's not going to be aged the same way. It's not going to have the hands-on
Yeah.
care and love that a steak, you know, a New York
Prime.
strip,
No.
you know,
It's like a $200 hooker or a $2,000 hooker.
Sure.
I mean, that's the way I always look at it.
I don't think, to me, they always taste the same.
I don't know. I'm not saying that. There is a difference, though. There is a difference.
There is.
The $2,000 girl, I think, is also a better seller because you're not questioning her.
That's exactly right.
The $200 girl you're negotiating with, and that is, I think, a snapshot of our society. Like the person who's 2,000, there's certain people you don't negotiate with. Him, don't. You're gonna lose. But somebody else, you're like, you would think the guy with 200 is good. That's the girl. They're going 150, 140. The girl's 2 times, they just pay
That's
her,
it.
which is
Right.
unreal. But
Right.
that's part of the demeanor.
Everybody wants what they can't have.
Yeah,
The
and
expensive
also
stuff.
the, you know, this
Like
is
your
the
$59,000 Rolex that he bought yesterday.
I didn't buy a $59.
He bought it. Don't listen. He bought it. He bought it. He reached in his pocket, put down cash. That was the end of that.
Yeah, sure. I can't pay
Box of
attention.
current.
I'm getting gas with change. Are you kidding me? Last
Box
weekend
of-
I got killed. It was like Normandy Beach at my house.
The Jets are going to go 2 for 3. We're in money, honey.
I got lucky because I have the Dolphins
Started
over.
there. You have the Dolphins over?
Yeah, it's one of
It was
four.
6, right?
Yeah, 6
Oh,
and a
so
half.
you're-
Do
so
me a
you're-
favor. Tell me while we were off air. I asked the Greek. So, what are the Dolphins' chances? You know,
Realistically,
running the table.
I don't think they're good because they don't play well when they're on the road. They're
But
playing.
isn't it a pretty easy schedule?
No, they got Minnesota this weekend. The Dolphins are 0-7 after they play the Patriots, and they're playing the Vikings this week. I take the Vikings.
really?
I laid 8. That's me personally.
They're 0-7 after playing the Pats.
Yeah.
That's an interesting stat.
Yeah, not good. Not a great set. And they're 6-1 home, and they're 1-5 on the road.
Yeah, but don't they feel like right now they really have something to play for?
Oh, they
Of
should have
course, the
yeah.
problem is it's very tough to feel like you have something to play for in the AFC when you're playing against teams not just in your division, but you're playing against teams like KC.
Yeah.
I mean, for you to go the distance, you have to play incredible
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah, they got the
And they know
Jaguars
they're not
too.
incredible.
I mean, if they
Well,
win
the Jags are a
Sunday,
joke.
if they win Sunday, yes.
Yeah.
If they win on the road,
I mean, I think they could have a wild card. I think they could see the playoffs this year, and you know how much I hate the Dolphins,
Yeah.
but I think they could see the playoffs.
yeah, I'm saying no. They're 7 and
You
6.
don't think there's a wild card.
No.
Well, I'll tell you something. My masseuse, Deborah, big shout out to Deborah. She is the masseuse for most of the defensive team for the Dolphins.
Wow.
That's the one that likes me?
No, that's another masseuse.
How many masseuses do you have?
I have.
Is that the girl who said, "Oh, Marvin, you do comedy now?" The Greek was talking about.
No,
Oh, that's
No,
a
that's a
different
different
one.
masseuse.
This guy's got 3 masseuses. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable.
That's my nanny's assistant
I really
masseuse.
said-
God, I got 2 people do pedicures and I get
my
stuff.
masseuse's masseuse.
Oh,
She has to
masseuse,
massage
masseuse.
the masseuse.
Right.
Masseuse is
She's your
massage.
side piece of another side
No,
piece.
but Deborah actually is the masseuse for the
Dolphins.
defensive team.
So is that
And
saying
she's had
good
a
or
lot-
bad things for her?
You know
They're
what?
not having a good year, their defense.
Don't go into the details.
All right. That's all right. But she's. I think she's had something to do
with
No?
them.
Is it possible?
It could. I
They
mean,
all
they-
look very relaxed.
They're very relaxed and look at
Very-
these like we
very
are right now at the
relaxed.
Greek Podcast, New York Prime. Don't forget, gift card this holiday season. It's perfect to do. We talked about this a little bit earlier, and we're going to ask you your perspective. Michael Cohen got 3 years for his involvement with Trump. Do you think that's a good deal for him? Would you be happy with that? Because he's going to write a book, make millions of dollars. Do you think he thinks that going in?
I think he had no choice.
Oh, no, he had no
Oh,
choice.
he definitely had no choice.
No, he had no choice. It wasn't like he said
He was
3
staring at
years.
life.
Yeah. But do you think he comes out, writes a big book, movie?
I think he's going to be all right when he gets out.
Oh yeah,
I think he's starting to write it today, by the way.
he probably is.
I mean, it's so fresh. He
Where's-
absolutely is
Do we
starting
know where
to write.
he's serving? Like, is it going to
No,
be?
No.
he doesn't go in for another 100 days, and it's federal, and it's
He'll be in a.
he'll be
it's
in
not to Durrell, I can tell you that.
no. But
it's not the
he'll
Wynn Casino.
be in some camp in Georgia or something like that. He'll be somewhere.
Yeah, he'll
nice.
be fine. I mean, he's not doing. He's not
What's the one
Rikers.
up in was it McKean? That's the one that all the McKean,
yeah.
Pennsylvania. That's
Yeah,
the
he's not
camp that-
Rikers.
No,
Rikers. No, he's fine. He's fine. It is a great podcast. We appreciate you listening every week. We're always talking about absolutely nothing, what's ever on our minds: sports, gambling, politics, whatever. New York Prime, Brayman Motor Cars. We have a special guest today. I took a pay cut to bring him on today. Marvin, he's our boy.
Am I going to be fed a New York Prime steak for coming on? Is
There's a
that,
piece of crab right there.
There's a piece of crab
You
right
can have
there.
a piece of crab.
You
drooled all over
It's
it. What-
fine.
what
It's
is-
fine.
want a steak? I'll get you a steak.
I'm joking.
On the way out. Ryan, my boy, you know who he is. We still got the Jets over, and we're still alive. It is unbelievable. They buried us. Jets this week, they can beat the Texans. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Remember, it's the holidays. Be your own Secret Santa, because you will never let you down. Peace!